Don't start yet, Grace. Hi, everyone. My name is Georgette True, and I am the host of Fight CPS Real Talk with Ms. G. And I also work with attorney Vincent Davis. So we were in San Bernardino today with attorney Davis. And I spoke to a couple of people that were fighting a CPS case there. San Bernardino Court on Gilbert Street is a very, well, all CPS courts are disturbing courts, but it's a very disturbing court. I feel like everybody there, all the parents there are going to be persecuted, like literally waiting in line to be, you know, convicted of a crime. That's what it feels like when I went to San Bernardino Court with Attorney Davis today. And I'm talking about the one on Gilbert Street. A couple of mothers spoke to me there, and both of them have the similar story, but just two different families. And I just want to explain something again to you guys. CPS, again, will threaten you. They will tell you to sign a safety plan. They will tell you that if you don't do what we tell you to do, you're going to lose your children. If you don't admit to guilt, you're going to lose. If you don't admit to guilt, you're not going to get your kids back, all that. But I want you guys to keep something in mind. If you guys admit to guilt, I want you guys to think about it for a second. Those two mothers in San Bernardino Court today told me the same thing. Again, two different families, two different, completely, they don't know each other. They all said the same thing. And I took them out in the yard in San Bernardino. Most of you guys that went to San Bernardino Court, there's like a little backyard area where that has tables and you can sit down and talk. And that's where me and them spoke. And they all shared the same thing. CPS told them to admit that their court-appointed attorney told them to admit to the guilt, or else they're not going to get their kids back. And guess what? They admitted to the guilt, and they're in court fighting for their kids. They did not get their kids back. In fact, the judge said, since you admit to guilt, then you're not going to get your kids back. But see, because the court-appointed attorney told them that, it's hearsay now. Remember, hearsay works for social workers. It doesn't work for you guys, for the family. Parents, it doesn't work for you. It works only for the social workers. In court, hearsay works for them. And even Mr. Davis, Attorney Davis, has it in his book, okay? Now, we were not representing these families today. We had another client that we were represented. And again, today, most of the parents have the same story. I'm asking you, do not speak to social workers. Please do not communicate with them. Do not think that you can be their friend. And again, family members, please, I'm asking you, do not advise your children to take the baby to the emergency if there's like a little skin rash. Because again, once you take the child there, there's nothing wrong with the child, but then the doctors, right? CPS, there's always a social worker in the hospital. The doctors are going to make a big deal. They're going to diagnose the baby with broken ribs, broken arms, broken this, broken that. And then if the mother or the father want to get a second opinion, they will not allow them to get a second opinion. I'm just letting you know it's a very, very ugly situation when you're dealing with CPS. Another thing too that I would like to discuss this with you guys. There's there are people on social media, and again, I received notification last night from a client who actually gave me proof that that person on social media is a social worker. So what she's doing, her name is Eleanor, I think Eleanor Roderick. I'm not sure. I can't remember the name. I wrote it down, but I'm in the office today, so I left it at home. I think her name is Eleanor Roderick. And she's pretending to be a CPS victim. And what she's doing is she's collecting information. She's an admin on some page, some group page where all CPS victims are in. Again, I think her name is Eleanor Roderick. Oh my God, I hope I'm saying it right. Anyways, I will confirm that with you guys Thursday. Yeah, I need to go home and get it. But on social media, please, I'm asking you guys not to share any information with anyone that you don't know. Again, these people are social workers, and if you share any information with them, they will transfer it to the social worker that belongs to you. Meaning, if you tell them my case is in Sacramento, for example, my social worker is Eric Gomez, and this social worker that you're communicating with on social media will take your information and give it to Eric Gomez. And you better believe when you go to court, they're going to mention that you are on social media discussing your case, and the judge is not going to be happy. They're going to literally have proof of everything you're telling these people. You're thinking that they are monitoring your computer. I understand that. Oftentimes they might do monitor your computer, but again, you're communicating with social workers who are pretending to be CPS victims. Again, please, I'm begging you, do not share your private information about your case on social media. Call a qualified CPS defense attorneys in your local area to speak about your case and to see what they can do to help you. I also have spoken to other parents in San Bernardino today where they mentioned that um, they hired a criminal attorney from San Bernardino County. I'm not going to disclose the name of the attorney, but be careful with those types of attorneys because you're not dealing with a criminal case. You're actually dealing with CPS is worse than dealing with a criminal case. I'm being honest with you. I believe Attorney Davis mentioned that you have more rights as a criminal than you do as a parent, and he is literally 100% on that one. Okay. You need a CPS defense attorney. If you hire even a family law attorney, maybe handled one or two CPS cases doesn't mean he's brilliant at it or she's brilliant at it. Okay. No, you have to hire the right attorney. Just because it's cheap, right? It doesn't mean they're going to deliver. Remember, you need an attorney that will deliver to you, not an attorney to be present, voided from every direction there is to defend you. Okay? You need an attorney that understands a specific strategy to fight your case. Okay? So again, hiring the right attorney is extremely important. I'm still speaking to young mothers, and I'm going back to young mothers right now because a couple of young mothers in their 20s spoke with me, and they're so innocent, so innocent. They don't know what's going on. It's their first kid, their first baby. The mother delivered the baby natural birth. One of them delivered the baby natural birth at home, and the baby went to the hospital 3 months later, and the doctor described did an MRI, found broken bones and all this on the baby, on the rib cage. And also the maternal grandmother is the one that told her daughter to take the baby to the hospital, not because the baby was screaming, is because there was a skin discoloration. The first thing the young mother who's in her 20s told the doctor that the dog jumped on the baby. Okay. The dog jumped on the baby a month ago. Why would you tell the doctor that? Why would you even discuss all that? Because if the dog jumped on the baby a month ago, why didn't you take the baby to the hospital a month ago? So again, you have to be very careful what you say, how it comes out of your mouth. Think about it before you even speak it. And I think, most of us do this when we're emotional and we're concerned about our children. I get it. But sometimes what you're saying will be held against you. And then the removal of your children or child will be next. So I'm asking you, sweetheart, be careful, understand what you're saying to them. Do not just speak, do not just have diarrhea in the mouth and think everybody's your friend and everybody wants what's best for you and your children. If they remove one baby, they're going to come after your other kids. If you have more minor kids at home, believe you me, they will take your other kids. Another question that was asked to me today by a mom and her boyfriend. They asked why they received back their 11-year-old son, but their 10 months old baby is in an adopted foster home. So I want to address this topic. When you have an infant, and the first thing they do is remove that infant and place that infant into adoptive foster home. Even if you have family members, they will tell you that your family members don't live here. They live out of state. But Attorney Davis said it's anywhere in the world. It's not just here in the United States. It's anywhere in the world. Understand your rights before you speak. See, that's the problem. We don't know our rights before we speak. There's so many families today that I saw in court that broke my heart, and they were sitting in order. You know, I swear that it was horrible. Every mother literally is terrified. There's fear on their faces, waiting for their names to be called into court. So I'm asking you guys to bring awareness and to share this with everyone you know, so that way they understand what not to do and what to do. I'm going to make this video short today because I have a lot of work to do. And if you guys have any questions, if you guys need any assistance with even sending you guys Attorney Davis's book, The Secret How to Fight CPS and Win, my name, my email address is right here underneath my chin, right here, and my direct number is right next to it on the side of it. Just call me or email me or do both. Okay. And then I'll be happy to help you and walk you through whatever you need and see what I can do to help you guys. Also, don't forget that Attorney Davis has school, SKOOL.com. That school.com is designed to help parents who cannot afford an attorney. So what it is $99 a month, but you can join for $27 if you don't have the $99 right now. At least have the Zoom. It's going to be tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the link will take you to Attorney Davis directly, and you can ask him any questions you have. If you want to make it repeated appearance every week, then you can sign up for the monthly program where it gives you way more than just speaking with Attorney Davis and asking him questions. Now, if you want to have one-on-one, it's the 99 per month. If you want to have a group session, which is $27 to get in Zoom. Again, it's going to be tomorrow at school, SKOOL.com. And it gives you all the information that you need, and also a little video on what it is that you're getting on there. A lot of families are seeing it works for them better because they can't hire Davis fully, but at least he can give them step by step in as a strategy on how to help them. And also some of them have their court appointed attorneys contact Davis to help them win the case for them. So it depends on your court appointed attorney. You're going to have to feel that out. But again, if you have any more questions or any questions about the school, please call me at 626-631-8901. All right, guys. God bless you guys. And I hope to see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with me and Attorney Davis. Bye-bye.